Is Bitcoin investing for you? This year, Bitcoin is up 60%. And if you're looking for some high returns for your investments, this may be an alternative for you. We're going to explore Bitcoin, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. This is Richard with Wisdom Investor. We're going to explore Bitcoin here today. And by the way, if you have been an investor or currently an investor in Bitcoin right now, and you have some ideas what's worked for you, where you're investing, what exchange you're using, etc., leave some comments. If we look at the chart on Bitcoin here, this is a 1-year chart. This is before the crash in the markets back in the spring of 2020. If we take a point near the previous high after we had a recovery, that was around $10,000 per Bitcoin. It's now up to 16,000. That's about a 60% return. So Bitcoin has definitely had a nice move. We're going to explore some of the possibilities here in Bitcoin. There's all types of news out there. Here it says U.S. Federal Reserve actively working on digital dollar. And then recently PayPal launches new service enabling users to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency. Now when Bitcoin first came out, it was used more or less to hide money. People wanted to put their money into Bitcoin and then it wouldn't be tracked by the government. But as time has gone by, e-commerce has found ways to use Bitcoin and the blockchain strategy for building their business and for methods of transacting money. And then, of course, we just saw a couple of those articles there talking about the government and various other companies using Bitcoin. However, the thing that has gotten people a little bit discouraged is when they see articles like this: ex-Microsoft engineer gets 9 years in prison after using digital currency scheme to buy 1.6 million lakefront home. Yes, there's all types of scams and schemes that have gone on with Bitcoin, but it also goes on with investing and stock market. Where there's money, there's going to be somebody trying to work around the system and go the easy route. We're going to look at one idea here in just a moment that may take the fear out of investing in Bitcoin. And we'll go over that in just a moment. I think one of the biggest questions people have is, how do I buy Bitcoin? We're looking at a list of some exchanges here. Binance is one of the largest exchanges. Coinbase is another one. You probably have heard of the Robinhood, or I'm sure many of you are using the Robinhood to buy Bitcoin. But these are two of the top methods here. We're looking at the Binance site here, and they talk about how to buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin with bank transfer, trades in Bitcoin itself, buy Bitcoin with credit card, you can buy it with a credit card. We're looking at the Coinbase Pro site here. They talk about payment methods, primarily going to do a bank transfer. They do not use credit cards. Now, one thing interesting with Coinbase is here they say, if you are a U.S. customer, Coinbase pools your balances with the balances of other customers and holds those funds in either USA custodial accounts, U.S. denominated money market funds, or invest them in liquid U.S. treasuries. The money where they store this is FDIC insured. Now, Bitcoin itself is not insured, but where they store the money is insured. And I think that's a positive aspect there for Coinbase. Now, when you're using the Bitcoin exchanges, your money will sit into a wallet. And that's typically where a lot of this theft takes place. It's in the wallet. Now, if you want to avoid having to have your money stored in a digital wallet, here's an idea that you could use by just using Charles Schwab as your brokerage, or you could use any other brokerage that will have this on their list of companies that you can buy. But this is called Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. The symbols are GBTC. You can see by the chart pattern here, $12, and now it's about $16. So this tracks the price of Bitcoin. Now, the way this works, the money is held in a trust. Their investors buy the Bitcoin and they hold it in a trust, and the trust follows the price of Bitcoin, and you can invest it. So this would be a simple way of investing in Bitcoin without having to go through the Bitcoin exchanges. Keep in mind the price of Bitcoin is up at the top. You can see how this works in cycles, and it's probably best to let it cycle back down. But I wanted you to be aware of this so that when the opportunity comes, you'll be ready to buy Bitcoin and get your piece of the pie out of cryptocurrency. Again, if you have any experience with Bitcoin, either through Coinbase or one of the other exchanges, let us know. Or even if you've used Grayscale, let us know. Appreciate your thoughts on it. So stay tuned for more updates.